Sweden is becoming a war zone after 12 bombings in 24 days. Just an update on this. It's actually grown since then. At the moment, according to Peter Sweden, we are actually now at 15 explosions in 26 days. So there's something to strive for. But obviously the article I'm reading at the moment, it's a little bit delayed. It's a couple of days old. So it's not going to take the account the new ones. So let's just read the article. In the last 24 days, Sweden has seen 12 bombing attacks, while talking about the country with a population of just 1 million more inhabitants than New York City. Earlier this month, the attacks have included an attack on a police station in Malmö, might be mispronouncing, on a multi-family apartment complex, a car bombing, I believe there was also a nightclub. The most recent attack that occurred on the 2nd of November was the nightclub restaurant in Malmö. Well, that's what I was talking about. The Babylon nightclub's front entrance was destroyed by a bomb. There were no injuries in this attack. According to Swedish news SVT, the same nightclub was attacked last year as well, when someone left an explosive device just in front of the establishment. The police have yet to determine what the source of the explosion was. No suspects have been apprehended in the attack. Despite the astonishing uptick in bombing incidents, the Swedish media treats these events as isolated, rather than acknowledging the big picture. Sweden is under attack, and it's just a matter of time before these attacks lead to severe consequences and casualties. If there were this many attacks in New York City, there would have been mass media coverage and measures being discussed to resolve the issue. In Sweden, however, the attacks get minimal coverage. The fact that the instances are many is completely ignored. What is also ignored is the question, who is responsible for the attacks? Earlier we interviewed Swedish journalist Peter, I'm going to mispronounce your name, but I'll try, Immelasat. I'll put a link to his Twitter account in below, about it, and he thought most of the attacks have been done with migrant crime gangs. Some of the research we did also pointed in that direction, with the migrant populated city of Malibu being a hotspot for bombing attacks. But it's not the whole story. We also talked with a Croatian migrant who left Sweden for safety reasons. In fact, it's become even worse when some refugees say they consider moving back to their war-torn homeland because Sweden is like a war zone. But as long as the Swedish government does not honestly reflect what is happening at the moment, the situation won't change. Safety is an important aspect of the society, and with this level of shootings and bombings, Sweden could turn into a failed state, or even, like some say, a war zone. So why do I think this is happening? Well, yes, I definitely think the mass migration is definitely one of the problems. You're getting a whole stack of guys move in from third world countries, and Sweden, as we've said recently, as far as I know, they're up to 75 no-go zones. They are losing control of their city or their towns because of mass migration. Obviously, when that happens, crime gets out of control, people start bombing everybody, and it just escalates. So yeah, I definitely think the mass migration is a part of it. I also think another part of it is this political correctness culture that Sweden seems to love and want to embrace. Everybody over there is super progressive, and you can't do anything without hurting anyone's feelings. Now you take that into account and you go to a country like Australia or America or somewhere like that where it is definitely liberal but not as progressive as Sweden, and even get the police over there fed up because people aren't being charged and people are being let off with crimes. Now you imagine that compared to someone being very, very progressive, and I think you'll find you're starting to get an idea of the problem. The police over there can't do anything because of the progressives. They can't do anything because people are going to get branded as racist. They're going to be branded as hate crimes or whatever it may be. People can't speak up because of the hate crime laws and whatnot that are in the city. and all of a sudden, basically the asylums have taken, or the inmates have taken over the asylum, so to speak. So that's really not a bad elegy for it, but yeah, basically that's what I think is the major problem here, is the fact that you have the mass migration moving into the country. They don't respect anything. They've grown up with nothing. All of a sudden, they've been given everything, because obviously the socialism. And at the end of the day, they just don't care. And B, I think you also have the progressive causing the problem too, because people can't arrest someone because they're going to be branded racist or homophobe or whatever it may be. The favourite ism of the progressives that they want to use at that point in time. And I think that is also part of the problem as well. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think I'm misreading the situation over in Sweden? Do you think that it is accurate? Let me know what your thoughts are and why in the comment section. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.